Welcome to Yoga with Maryann. It's good to see all of you back again. Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that is joy. Wouldn't you all like to have more joy in your life? Well, today, our practice is focused on cultivating joy. There are infinite reasons to be joyful in this world, and we're going to focus on the tools that we need to get there. It's part of our mindful practice so that we can be more fully alive and present to our lives. So take a comfortable seat and let's get started. Inhale, lift, still holding the strap like we did. Straight up overhead, hugging your shoulder blades to your spine, sitting up nice and tall. Breathe. You're strengthening that back, opening up those pecs in the front, and come on back down. Now, the next time we lift straight up overhead, we're going to take our arms down our back. So we're going to lift straight up. And then we're going to bend our elbows so that the strap comes behind our head. So imagine like you're lifting barbells. There you go. And try not to tuck your head forward if you can. Pull your shoulder blades back so that you can lift straight up and down. Hug those shoulder blades down your spine. Straight up. Try not to tuck your head. Widen your straps if you need to get back, if it's easier, so that you don't tuck your cervical spine forward. There you go. One last time. Inhale straight up. Exhale down.
And behind your neck. Okay, wait.
And straight up.
Up.
And release it forward. Shake out. Give yourself a hug.
That's hard.
It is hard. It is hard. That opens up.
Thank you, Janie.
It opens up your pecs, and it strengthens your lats in the back and your rhomboids, all those good things. So kind of just organically move your shoulders to get some tension out of them. Okay, sit up nice and tall. Bring your strap up even with your shoulders straight in front of you. And just gently twist over to one side. Just gently, don't pull yourself. The twist comes from your thoracic. And leave your knees forward. Come on back to center.
Just to the side.
Relax. Inhale, straight lift. Long spine. Exhale, opposite direction. The twist is coming from your thoracic. And then back to center. One more set like that. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, twist. Try to keep your knees forward. And back to center. And lift on your inhale. Exhale, twist. And come back to center. And release your spine. Release your strap. Perfect. There you go. And sit yourself all the way back. Just bring your arms out to the side. Palms facing down. So you're nice and supported. Your knees are over your ankles. And then just rotate your palms up and down. Palms facing up. Palms facing down. And imagine your arms being pulled in each direction. So you're stretching out as much as you can and down. And up. And down. And up. Pulling those shoulder blades back and down. Keeping your wrists even with your shoulders. You start to feel it in your biceps and down. And up. And down, and up, and all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, palms together, hands to heart center, and come on down. Shake out. Okay, extend your right foot. And let's put the strap around the ball of your right foot, if you can. And you might want to scoot to the front of your chair a little bit. Nice long spine. Keep your knees parallel to each other. And then gently begin to lift that foot. Now, if it's more comfortable for you to have full support against the back of your chair, then scoot back. And just try to get that foot straight up. You're stretching out your hamstrings. Try not to scrunch your shoulder blades, keeping your shoulder blades down your back and away from your ears. Chucking that chin back there, Mr. Skip. Head up.
Put your head up.
There you go. I can see your handsome face. And breathe. And then bend your knee and slowly bring it down to the earth and scoop up your left foot. When you're ready, inhale and lift that foot so that it's straight out in front of you. And pay attention to what's going on with the heel of your foot. I have a tendency to walk with a little supination with my feet turned out like a duck. So I have to always be mindful to draw that heel down and out so that I don't have that rotation in my feet, which then affects my hips. So check your alignment of your foot and see if you're supinating or pronating, going in or out, and try to make any micro adjustments you need. And keep your knees parallel to each other so that you're not out here. You're just kind of here. And you're feeling it in your quads and in your hamstrings. Shoulders are down your back, chin is tucked back. And you're breathing nice and gently. And you're smiling because it's this lovely pose and you feel strong. And bend your knee and release. Good job. Okay? And just kind of let's do some gentle movements. Keep your strap handy, but you can put it down for a minute. And just kind of drop your heels, get some circulation in your extremities. And then just begin to heel and bring your heel toe, heel back, and maybe you need to go a little further in your chair. Heel, straight your leg out, and bring it in. We're just trying to get some blood circulating in our calves. Nice long spine, keeping that spine nice and tall, keeping those sit bones on, even on the chair. A couple more, we got this. Now take it out to the side. Whoops, like this. Out and in, out and in, like you're doing that, Russian dance. Out and in, you're opening up those hip muscles. So maybe you need to sit further out in the chair. Out, in, out. You should feel it in your hips. A couple more. In, out, and then bring your knees together. Okay, gently take your strap back again. And let's grab hold of our right foot and bring it back up. And this time, take both sides of the strap in your right hand. And then gently begin to take it out to the side, keeping that left knee over your ankle. Keep a nice tall spine, feeling the stretch in your hamstring. Drop your shoulders so that they're even. And then straight back to center. And then bring it down to the earth. Switch sides. Straight up. Keep those shoulders even. So be mindful of the hand that's holding the strap, that you're not hiking up that shoulder. So try to be mindful of dropping that away from your ears. Good adjustment. And then gently take it out. And then here's where you have to pay attention to what's going on in your other side of your body. Don't be turning this leg out or in. Try to make sure that the bent knee is over the ankle and that both your cheeks are on the chair, your sit bones. And you're just getting a nice stretch in the inner thigh. Good. Breathe. You all look good. Come on back to center. Nice long spines. I love to see that. Bend your knee. Release the strap. We can just lay the strap down for a minute. Come to the edge of your chair. Extend both feet forward. Make sure you're stable, that you have enough support in the chair. And then hinge at your hips. Hold on to the chair, the seat of the chair, and just start to gently lean forward. If you feel unstable or out of balance, then just sit up tall and just feel the stretch. I want to get a stretch in your hamstring here. And we want you head up, and the hinge is coming from your hips, so we're just stretching out the tops of those hamstrings. And then gently come forward, back to the neutral. And then take your feet, and let's just do one blast off. Nice skip, just one. Ready? 1, 2, 3, all the way up. Good job. Do this. So face your chair. Have your chair in front of you like mine is, with the back of the chair away from you. Whether you can do this or not will depend on how stable you are at this moment. If you do not feel stable, then maybe you need to get your chair close to the wall so you can hold on to the wall for support. But let me show you what I want you to do. I want you to pick your left leg up and step it forward onto your chair, if that is in your practice today and you don't feel like you're going to fall over. And if you have arms on your chair, you can even hold onto the arms of the chair for stability. And then the back leg is straight. How you doing? Good? Okay, and then I want you to start to lean into that front leg because we want to stretch out our hip flexor on our standing leg. So you can lean in and hold onto the back of the chair, if that works for you, or the soft arms of the chair. And you want to feel that stretch in your straight leg on the inside of your hip flexor. So right in here is where we're looking for the stretch. And we want to keep that knee that's bent over the ankle. Shoulders back, head up. And then straighten that knee that's bent. Pull it back while you're still holding on if you can, so you can stretch out the hamstring.
Yow.
Owzy, owzy, yeah. That hamstring is saying, good morning.
Yow.
Good job. And then bend that knee again, and we're going back to the hip flexor. So this is a lot of movement.
Yeah.
And if your balance is not good, this can be challenging for you. So you take it what works for you today. The goal is to stretch the inside of the hip on your standing leg, and when you straighten, pull your knee back, the hamstring on your bent leg. And you just take it nice and slow between those two movements on your breath. So inhale, bent knee. Stay here for a breath or two. Exhale, pull that knee straight. Stretch out the hamstring. And if you have arms on your chair, that's perfect for you to hold on to. Now, Janie, if it's not good for you to reach onto the chair, then you can stand on. The option for this is to stand behind your chair and bend that front knee. Whatever posture you choose to make, just take it slowly between each movement. So hamstring and hip flexor. Hamstring And bring that front knee closer to your chair. I promise you we're almost done. Straighten that front knee out, Jane.
Oh,
And this is your last one.
okay.
And then gently either step off the chair or bring your feet together. Take your time in stepping off your chair. Check your balance. Shake out. How you doing? We're waking up those muscles. All right, let's try the other side. So Janie, you step your right foot back or whatever foot you stepped back the last time. Let's just switch it this time. And then you come back up if you're on the chair. Remember, you decide what works for you. Don't push yourself beyond safety. You're pushing to your edge, but you want to be sure that you're safe. So we don't want rounded backs, so you just want to stretch in this way. Try to keep your back nice and tall, Bob. There you go.
You're going.
And then exhale, pull that knee down and stretch out the hamstring. And just stay here for a couple of breaths. And your hamstrings may be very tight, so you may have a slight bend in your knee. That's okay. Just breathe here. Keep a nice long spine. Stay wherever you are. Just feel the stretch. You might feel a little shaky. That's okay. And then slowly bend your knee. Get that stretch in your hip flexor. Breathe. Keep those shoulder blades down, hugging your spine, nice and tall, long neck. Try not to let your chin shift forward. And then stretch back out. Long spine. Take a minute. Be kind and loving and compassionate to yourself. See what feels good. Just trying to open up that hamstring. So try to breathe here and try to soften your quad on your right thigh so that you can stretch that hamstring. Just breathe. And then release that leg back to a bent. And when you're ready, gently release it back to the earth. Carefully and securely. There you can safely. Take a minute. Just let everything balance. Nice. And let's just give yourself a hug to stretch out your back a minute. And maybe rock back and forth. And maybe come to the side of your chair this way. And walk back. Walk your heels back. So you're holding on to the side of your chair. Or if you feel more stable, you can hold on to the back of your chair and walk back. So we're going to do a down dog. Right? So we're making a nice long stretch in our upper back, pushing our hips back, pulling our knees back, keeping your biceps close to your ears, and breathing. And then inhale, lift, and just straighten your back. And we're going to kind of do like a push-up here. So you bring your biceps in. So you might want to tiptoe your feet forward a little bit and just come down a little bit and up. Working our biceps. A little bit and up. One last one. And up. Step your feet back. One more down dog. We're just building a little heat here. Stretching your hips back. Arms are straight. Biceps by your ears. Your feet are hips width apart. Gaze is down at the earth. And then slowly come up, walk your feet towards the back of the chair and shake out. Woo! See what happens when we have 2 weeks off? Shake. Shake your body. Just let your arms flop around your body. Just kind of organically move and just let everything relax. Okay, and then come to stillness, holding onto the side of your chair. Feet or hips width apart, nice and rooted into the earth. You have a nice long spine. And you're just going to pull your shoulders down your back. Check in with your alignment, ears, shoulders, hips. And then when you're ready, begin to kickstand your right foot and find your version of tree. So you're pulling up, you're pulling that standing hip up, shoulders away from your ears, and then you're going to try to lift your outside leg to your calf.
Do it this way.
At your dristy, that means your gaze someplace in front of you that's not moving.
We're going to get straight.
Nice and tall, and then try to raise that outside arm up. And if you want to play around with lifting that hand off the chair, just be mindful of doing what works for you and your body today. And just breathe, no judgment. Just play around with balance, pulling that standing hip up, pulling your abdomen up. And then slowly release that foot to the earth. Shake it, shake it. So let's get on the other side.
Okay.
Take your time to get set up. Again, feet hip width apart.
Do this side.
Just gently so that you have a nice long straight spine with space between each vertebrae. Check in with your posture, ears over shoulders, and then begin to kickstand. Lifting that standing hip up so that it's not sinking towards the chair. Then play around with lifting your outside arm, and then maybe the hand that's holding the chair. Grow your branches nice and tall. A nice long spine. Take whatever organic movements work for you. And then slowly release down to the earth. And let's just do a few more balancing poses. So I want you to stand behind your chair. And we're just going to strengthen those glute muscles on the side. On our sides, we have those two minimus and medius glute muscles. So we're going to work on them, and then we're going to work on our gluteus maximus, and we're going to keep them all strong, because that's what keeps us stable when we're walking and climbing and getting up from our chair. So stand with your hands on the back of your chair, nice and tall, and then you're just going to lift your right leg with your toes pointed towards me. And you should feel it on these muscles on the side. You with me? And try not to do the leaning tower pizza. Try to keep your body, your hips, and your shoulders stacked over each other. It doesn't matter how far off the ground you get this outside leg. And then bring it down. And then up and down. Keeping your shoulders and hips facing the back of the chair. And down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. You should feel it in your side glutes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Again, lift. Two more, and down. Toes pointing to me. And down. Last one. Inhale, lift. And down. Okay, you might want to just swing that hip out, stretch out those muscles that we just contracted. All right, stand up nice and tall. Let's try the other side. Toes facing forward, shoulders, hips facing forward, and you just lift from your glutes. Here we go. Up and down. Toe facing me. Up and down. Good, Jane. Nice. Inhale, lift. Use those glute muscles and down. This is so good for your balance. And lift. and down. And lift. Feel it and down. Try to get it even a little higher. Lift and down. Last two. Lift and down. Last one. Lift and down. Great. Stay right there. And now we're going to get the big glute muscle in the back, right? Same thing. Toes facing forward. And we're going to lift our heel and push it back. Lift your right leg and down. Inhale, lift and down. Keep your hips forward. Inhale, lift. Feel it in that back glute and down. And keep a nice long straight spine, shoulders back and down your back. Chest shining forward. Lift and down. Two more. Here we go. Lift and down. Last one. Lift and down. Stay right where you are. And let's do the other side. Ready? Inhale, lift. Toes pointing forward and down. You with me? Inhale, lift. Push that heel back and down. And lift. And down. Keep those shoulders down your back. Get closer to your chair if you need to. Lift. And down. Inhale, lift. Two more, this is it. And down. Last one. Lift. And down. Now, take your feet far apart. Point your toes east and west. You're behind your chair. And try to secure your balance. Whoops. Here we go. So if you were to put your arms out, your ankles would be as close to under your wrists as you feel comfortable. So you have a nice long spine, straight. Now hold on to your chair. Toes are pointed out. You're going to bend your knees so that you're opening up the inside of your thighs and your shoulders are still stacked over your hips. You're not leaning forward. So go down only as low as you feel comfortable and then up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Hold on to your chair for support. Inhale, lift. Breathe. Inhale, lift. Down. Nice and tall, Skip. Head up. Shoulders back. Couple more on your own breath. And up. Trying to keep those knees over your ankles, sinking your hips down and coming back up. Last two. Here we go. Try not to lean forward. Let all the movement come from here. We're working those glutes. Last one. And up. And then gently walk your feet together, shake them out, and take a seat. Woo, worked hard today. Come to your comfortable seat. And just kind of take a minute to connect with your breath and with the sensations in your body. See what's going on. See what you're feeling. See if you feel any tightness. See if you're feeling a little winded. Your heart's beating a little faster. We did a lot of work today. So just take a minute to settle down. Connect with your breath. Try to soften your muscles. And then gently soften your eyes. Either close them or cast them down towards the floor. Find your final resting pose, Savasana. And just allow yourself to melt into the surface of the chair. Become aware of the sensations in your body and how they feel grounded and connected to the surfaces of the chair. And we talked in the beginning of class about the importance of cultivating joy. So for today's Savasana, I would like to guide you through a visualization. And I want you to start by just bringing your attention gently to your breath. And allow yourself to completely surrender to this moment. And as thoughts come through your mind, let them continue to pass through with no connection. The only focus you have is on my voice and your breath. Cultivating joy is a vital part of mindful practice. So today, for the next few minutes, I'd like you to give yourself permission to participate fully in the exploration of joy. Imagine you are walking on your favorite shoreline, on your favorite beach, and it's right before sunset. And as you take each step, you feel your feet sink deeply into the shifting sand. And you feel grounded in this moment. You connect with your body. And you feel the sensation of the sand tickling between your toes as the water washes over your feet. You feel in balance with nature. And you stand strong against the receded waves. Inhale joy. And exhale, release. Release your foothold in the sand. Release any tension or heaviness you might be feeling in your body. And watch that tension connect with the sea foam and disappear into the immense expanse of sea. Inhale joy. Exhale, release. Continue your journey down the shoreline, down this isolated stretch of beach. And as you walk, you stop for a minute to admire the remnants of a creatively crafted sandcastle. And as you look at that sandcastle, you are reminded of the many beach structures that you created, all filled with hope and love and dreams. You feel a sense of lightness in both your mind and in your body. Inhale love. Exhale, let go. Let go of expectations. Let go of fears. Let go of self-judgment. Realize that all you need to be happy is present in this very moment. So you send yourself love and compassion. Inhale joy. Exhale a deep smile of contentment. And as you become lost in your thoughts, a seabird swoops down in front of you, and he begins to feast on the seaweed that is nestled between the shells and beautiful array of sea glass. Your attention is focused on one particular shard of glass that is a unique shade of blue and reminds you of a precious gem. You gently pick it up and hold it in your hand, and you feel alive. You feel the energy of life moving through you. The energy that comes from the power of the sea, smoothing and honing an ordinary piece of glass into a magnificent piece of beauty. Inhale beauty. Exhale joy. And you realize that, like the ocean, the challenges of life will tumble you and toss you. But in the process, they will hone you into a magnificent work of beauty. And as you slowly gaze across the horizon, you watch the sun gently peek behind the sea's edge, leaving a painted masterpiece, a glorious sight to witness. All your senses are alive and deliver this beauty to you, and you realize that life is a precious gift. A miracle to be enjoyed. And in this moment, you feel bliss and intense joy. Slowly begin to bring some attention back into the room, keeping with you that feeling of joy and contentment. And gently bring your hands to heart center, chin to chest, eyes still closed. And remember that if you connect with your breath, you stay aware of the sensations in your body. You let go of things that distract you from the endless possibilities of finding joy in your life. And you appreciate the beauty that this world has to offer. Then joy was always there for you to access at any moment. So from my heart to yours, I wish you blessings and gentle hugs. I thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. And I invite you to find joy and keep it and shine joy from you to everyone whose lives you touch. Namaste.